Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another TEW Wednesday, week 3. Thank you so much for the support on the first 2 episodes. It's been, well, through the roof. We've seen subscribers improve, I guess is the word, so thank you very much. I hope you guys are enjoying it and I hope you guys are ready for a big week. Of course, we left off last week with a bit of an issue and a bit of a worry of what to do with Aleister Black, who was supposed to be in the Money in the Bank match, and then he suffered an injury and we know he is out of that match. Let's see how we can deal with that. Of course, we've still got 2 places to fill in the women's Money in the Bank match, but the card for the pay-per-view is starting to take shape. Let's see what happens from there. And of course, NXT and NXT UK also needs to carry on. So let's do this. Okay then, Monday Night Raw should be a good show. I've pressed the wrong button. Start the show. There we go. We open up with a video package that shows last week's Money in the Bank qualifier between Aleister Black and Angel Garza, whatever you want to call him. And you show the moment that Aleister Black suffers his injury. And then it's announced Aleister Black is out of the Money in the Bank matchup. He's got a 2-month injury. He's out of the match. Which means tonight we need to fill that spot. And last week, while he may have lost to Aleister Black, he's the guy that injured him. So he gets the opportunity. It's going to be Angel Garza against a mystery opponent tonight for the Money in the Bank qualifying spot. Good way to start the show. Really hypes up the crowd. Really hypes up the rest of the show in theory. 59 on the actual segment, so be it. First match of the night then, 41, it sees Nia Jax defeat Liv Morgan. Not bad actually, 41 between these two. You kind of expect worse. I can take this. And yes, Liv attacked her last week with a chair, got some return, but Nia pummels her this week. Really looks strong going into Money in the Bank. We put Becky on commentary, which helped the match as well. Really good stuff actually, this. And after the match, you see... well, it just has an angle. There's nothing on it because it was an angle writer, but it hasn't worked very well. Fine. Basically, the idea of this, it's 36, but the idea is Nia is celebrating and Becky comes into the ring for a brawl. She's pissed off, basically. And they brawl and brawl. Becky looks like she's having the upper hand when Nia really gets control. And the whole point between these two, the whole rivalry they've got is when Nia broke her face. So Nia decides to try and break her face again. Not with fists, with the elbow. Hard way. Brock Lesnar style. She's banging in those elbows. You can do it safely, but make it look vicious. You don't, obviously no blood, but just elbow after elbow after elbow. It look from, like, you shoot it camera angle, so it looks like she's nailing the elbows. Obviously Nia wouldn't be. Well, in theory. And Nia really lays it in on the women's champion. Leaves Becky laying, and everyone's thinking, oh my god, has she broke her face again? Have we got a problem here? Becky Lynch is left laying by the women's champion challenger, Nia Jax. 36 for the segment. It's still not bad, to be fair. Kevin Owens cut a promo on the WWE champion last week, of course. Kevin Owens laid out the champion with the stunner. He says, look, Drew, last week you saved me. I get that. I laid you out. At the end of the day, Drew, it's about the WWE Championship. I won't hesitate to do it again. The idea with Owens as a babyface, we can sort of lend into the Stone Cold aspect that he doesn't care whether you're a babyface, you're a heel, you're a friend, you're an enemy. He will take out anyone who stands in his way of getting the WWE Championship. That's what he wants, and that's what he's going for. 47 for the promo is pretty good. 66 here for a good match. You kind of expect a little bit better, but it's not bad. Randy Orton defeats Cedric Alexander with an RKO after about 23 minutes. Orton 77, really good performance. Cedric with a 52. I feel like these two would match well, have a good match, and you can always do an RKO off a springboard or something like that. It should be a good match in theory, good long match. 66 was pretty good, and it helps the Money in the Bank storyline, especially as afterwards Orton cut a promo, we say on AJ Styles, but on the Money in the Bank match, he says, in 2 weeks' time, at Money in the Bank, once again, I will take my place at the very top of this company where I should be. The whole idea is Randy Orton is cocky. He's experienced, but he's cocky. And he's in the Money in the Bank match, so he says he's going to win it. You know the drill. It's pretty easy to book. 62. pretty good. 38 for this then. Okay, this is interesting. We open up with Andrade in the ring. He's got Austin Theory with him. In theory, he's got Angel Garza as well. Angel Garza. And Ricochet comes out and challenges him for the United States Championship. After the laughing last week, it makes sense. We're going to pair these two together. Andrade says, yeah, maybe, but how about you go against Austin Theory now? Let's see if you are worthy. And of course, Austin Theory will take on Ricochet next. 38 is fine. You kind of expect better, but it's fine. And the match itself, 57. So this is pretty good. Pretty good match between these two. Ricochet gets the win in 17 minutes. The diving double knee drop, whatever. But it's a clean win for Ricochet. Austin Theory loses. Ricochet with a bit of momentum. And now looks like a challenger for the United States Championship is what we're going for. 64 from Ricochet, 53 from Austin. Pretty good. Austin was actually off his game a little bit. But it was a good match between the two of them. Very good stuff. Afterwards, it says just an angle because I've angle rotated again. But 43 for Andrade, running in, attacking Ricochet. He may have won, but the champion is on the attack and hits his finisher on the floor. Real big spot we're going to go with. It's the, what is it, the double underhook? I don't know. You know the move I'm on about where Andrade sort of hooks his leg in and late inflate. Yeah, it's going to be a real big bump for Ricochet to take it. In storyline, obviously, it's nothing, but in storyline, it looks vicious. Andrade looks vicious as the US champion, and now these two have a real heated rivalry in a way of it's not just the championship. Andrade has really caused a problem to Ricochet, and Ricochet will be looking for the revenge. 43, fine. The Street Profits got a promo on the Disciples. That's Buddy Murphy and Shelton Benjamin. 40 for the segment is fine. No notes as such, which is a bit of an annoyance. I scripted Angelo Dawkins, which has helped. Montez Ford was not. He can do well without it. These two could have promo ahead of the match tonight. Of course, if Buddy Murphy beats Montez Ford tonight, the heel team Disciples will get a tag team shot at the pay-per-view, and the Street Profits say they've got no chance of that happening. Even if it did, it doesn't make a difference because we are the best. And if Buddy Murphy, if you want the smoke, oh, we've got the smoke. 40. Good. The match itself then, a 50 rated match. Okay, not bad. Montez Ford was actually off his game, but both men a 53 rated performance. Pretty good. And Murphy cheats to win. We'll say he gets a bit of the tights or something like that, feet on the rope. Whichever works for you, not a problem. 21 minute match. So they had good time and a good 50 rated match. 5 out of 10, so that'll be 2.5 stars. Yeah, it's not bad considering the pops of everyone. I mean, I can take it. And it does mean now that Murphy has won that at the pay-per-view for the Raw Tag Team Championships, it'll be Buddy Murphy and Shelton Benjamin, the Disciples, challenging the Street Profits. That's now confirmed for the pay-per-view. Should be a good match, and it's confirmed for the pay-per-view. Should be good. After the match itself, though, Montez Ford gets attacked by the Disciples, Buddy Murphy and Shelton. Of course, Angelo Dawkins runs out for the save for 33. Not a great angle, but you know what? Not bad. Not bad. We'll take it. 47 for this matchup as Shayna Baszler defeats Natalya in just under 15 minutes. The knockout punch, apparently. Whatever. Okay. 58 from Natalya, 55 from Shayna. So 47 is okay. It's okay. And it gains heat for the Women's Money in the Bank storyline. Really puts Shayna over as a potential threat for this briefcase. Gets her some momentum after losing to Becky at WrestleMania. And now she is angry, she is vicious, she is ready for a fight for anyone that stands in her way, whether that's Natalya, whether that's Asuka, whether that's Sasha Banks, it doesn't matter. Shayna Baszler is ready for a fight, and that's what she says in her promo afterwards for 49. So the promo is better than the match, ironically. We've used Asuka as the target, but it's really again for the Money in the Bank. Shayna is a threat for this Money in the Bank. She's a real big contender. I don't know about you guys watching. Obviously I know where I'm going to book. I'm not going to reveal it, but you watching it in your head, I'm hoping in your head, Shayna Baszler is a big candidate. He's a big candidate for the Money in the Bank briefcase. So 49, this sort of promo will help. Finally then, the Money in the Bank. We've dealt with Aleister Black's injury by inserting Samoa Joe into the match. Samoa Joe defeats Angel Garza in about 15 minutes with the Coquina Clutch, if I can say it. A 54 rated match is pretty good. Samoa Joe 58, Angel Garza 53. So yeah, a pretty good solid match again. Near 3-star match. pretty good. Considering the pops, it is what it is. But Samoa Joe qualifies for the Money in the Bank. He makes his return from injury. He's in the match. Garza's got a bit of a bone to pick because it was a mystery opponent, so it sort of saves some face for him. So there it is then. Samoa Joe is in the Money in the Bank match, and we can confirm it again with the graphic. There's no Aleister Black, but Samoa Joe takes his place. So it's Joe versus Orton versus AJ versus Sheamus versus Jeff Hardy versus Kofi Kingston. One of these men will walk away with the Money in the Bank briefcase and a title opportunity whenever they want. Styles then watching on the monitor, we go back to him cutting a promo saying Joe shouldn't even be in the match. How dare he? Why has he got the opportunity? Yeah, Black said, but why has now Joe got an opportunity? You know what? It doesn't matter because Money in the Bank, that match, it will be just one thing, one word: phenomenal. 62. Pretty good promo from AJ. Improvised well, didn't script him, so that's pretty good. Next week then, it's announced a 6-man tag is going to main event the show next week. It should be a big one. AJ Styles will team with Randy Orton. Will they get along as Money in the Bank competitors? And Seth Rollins, so 3 big heels on the Raw roster, will team up to take on the WWE Champion Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, see if they can get on, and Samoa Joe. 3 big heels, 3 big babyfaces on the roster. I'm hoping for a barnstormer of a match. That is coming next week on Monday Night Raw. 62 for the announcement, so that's pretty good. Bobby Lashley was making his entrance for a matchup when he's attacked by Rey Mysterio, who's fed up of Bobby Lashley's attacks over the last few weeks. He's trying to get some return, and Lashley he gets beat up, genuinely gets beat up by Rey Mysterio. He's not expecting it, and Rey hits the 619, blah, blah, blah. Lashley ends up being able to get away, but you can see he's affected by it. So the match doesn't happen. Rey's ruined that. 37 for the segment, and then it's announced next week. We will see the match itself. It doesn't get on the pay-per-view because we need it to happen before the pay-per-view is how we're going to sell it. We can't wait for the pay-per-view. Next week on Monday Night Raw, it's Rey Mysterio versus Bobby Lashley. These 2 rivals will go 1-on-1, and let's see if one of them can make it out alive. 54 for the segment, so that's pretty good. Main event time then, and the WWE Champion was in action, defeating Shelton Benjamin in about 17 minutes. Good match here, 56. Drew, 67, really good. Shelton Benjamin, 53, was pretty good. We had Seth on commentary. It's gained heat for the WWE Championship storyline. The idea is Drew is going off against one of Seth's lackeys. Yes, Shelton's in the tag team match, but I don't think he loses anything by taking the loss here to the WWE Champion, of course. So that's pretty good. And the idea is the champion looks strong going into Money in the Bank. The post-match segment for 28, Jesus Christ, sees Drew McIntyre being attacked by all 4 of the disciples, Seth, Murphy, Akam and Shelton. They're destroying him. When Kevin Owens comes down, the babyfaces fight them off again after the same thing last week, of course. Owens hitting stunners, Drew hitting Claymore kicks, and the 4-on-1, that's 28. That's really harsh, but it's not the final segment, because as the faces stand tall, Drew gets his revenge for 35. He hits the Claymore on Kevin Owens and stands tall to end the show for 35. Whatever. But I think it's a pretty good show overall. A 57 is still our best show. We're improving week by week. These main event angles are kind of killing us, but I don't get it. I mean, I'm interested in it. I don't know about you guys. I don't quite get it. The same as there, Ray. These angles, I mean, the angles in which, apart from that one, actually, I mean, Andrade did quite well. The matches itself were pretty good, though. Pretty good stuff. Okay, then, main event. Usually a C show, but hopefully we'll get to do some good stuff today. Some weirder stuff, but good stuff. We open up with an Andrade promo bragging about taking out Ricochet, destroying him, and taking him out of this company and out of wrestling altogether. I've retired Ricochet, is what he says. 37 for the promo. Could have been better, actually, but it's fine. He then defeats Humberto Carrillo in 51. Good match. Pretty good match. 58 for Andrade, 41 for Humberto. Pretty good. The US champion looking strong, which helps the US title storyline. Becky Lynch cut a promo on Nia Jax saying, last night, you caused me damage, sure, but I ain't out. And just to show you I ain't out, in my match tonight against Ruby Riott, I'm putting the women's title on the line. That's how confident I am. That's how much I know what I can do. No one can beat me. I'm Becky Lynch. I'm the man. And I will stand tall again 50 for the promo. Becky Lynch did well, though, actually, so pretty good. The Viking Raiders got a win over Shane Thorne and Brendan Vink with the Fallout. 31 for this. Ivar and Eric are putting in good performances, to be fair, so they may be ready to move into the tag team title picture again. So maybe. Samoa Joe got a promo on AJ Styles, hyping up the Money in the Bank match for 43. Not a great promo from Joe, but it was okay. He then defeated Jinder Mahal for 53. So that's pretty good. About 10 minutes. Good win for Joe over former world champion, of course. 58 from Joe. Jinder 53. Pretty good stuff. Seth Rollins got a promo on the WWE champion for 55. That's a good promo from Seth. Before the main event, Becky versus Ruby for the women's title. 54. Good main event here. Good main event. Becky 67. Really good stuff. 39 from Ruby. Wasn't bad at all. Helps the women's championship storyline. Becky will not back down. Becky is a absolute determined animal in the main event. So yeah, not bad. Main event gives us 53. Not quite as good as last week, but for a C show, that's pretty good. Okay, then the yellow brand. We're not building towards a pay-per-view quite as much, so we got a bit of leeway, but we've got a packed show, lots of big names. So hopefully we can do it. Have a look at the analysis actually quickly. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. It's just the popularity being annoying. It's fine. We open up with a big match. Finn Balor versus Timothy Thatcher, and Balor gets the victory. Sorry, we got there eventually. 56 rated match, so pretty good. Oh, for God's sake, there's an injury. Oh, Balor's suffered an inflamed pectoralis major tendon. Brilliant. See, Finn Balor, actually, I've got to change it because he's a babyface on this and I need him as a heel. So I've set him to turn. I am tempted just to do it and see how it fails, but then he is at least a heel. It's just stupid. 64 from Balor, 44 from Ciampa, but it depends on what Balor's injury is going to be. So I'm kind of feeling don't turn him just yet. Timothy Thatcher got a lot of backstage heat as it was a botch. Brilliant. Cheers, Tim. Afterwards, a 46 rated segment. Balor puts Tommaso Ciampa through a table. Basically, Ciampa is applauding Balor from the ramp. He's watched the match. He's applauding him. Starts an argument, and Balor finally has enough. Puts him through a table for 46. The question is, do we turn him heel here? I'm thinking, yeah, we'll just turn him, see what happens. Complete success. We got away with one there. So Balor's now a heel, finally. Adam Cole cuts a promo on Velveteen Dream for 69 ahead of the main event where Dream takes on Kyle O'Reilly. 69, pretty good promo. We do another segment with the Broserweights. This one hasn't worked as well. 38, which is a bit of a problem. But the Broserweights return home to their apartment to find it's been broken into. And all that's left there is a T-shirt. A grizzled young veterans T-shirt. A message to the tag team champions. But yeah, the Broserweights find their apartment broken into. We're going to go all in on it. Why not? Rhea Ripley defeated Chelsea Green for a 40 rated match. Pretty good. Rhea 42. Chelsea Green 27. Really good match actually between the two of them, considering Chelsea's pop. That's pretty good. Afterwards, Rhea Ripley challenges Charlotte again, and Charlotte finally comes out and accepts it. These two will go one-on-one at some point. It's not been announced when, but they will go one-on-one at some point. 62. Pretty good segment. And then it is announced next week, Pete Dunne will be in action, one-on-one action, when he takes on Zach Gibson. The Broserweights looking for some sort of revenge against the grizzled young veterans. It's a one-on-one match. Pete Dunne, Zach Gibson, next week on NXT. Dominik Dijakovic cut a promo for 30 on Scarlett Bordeaux. He's not hyping an upcoming match, but he's sort of saying, look, I don't know what game she's playing, but I'm just going to keep my head down, keep doing as I do, and move up in this company. If she's got a problem with me, or if her new client's got a problem with me, they know where to find me. I'm not small, let's be honest. 30, okay. Dijakovic then defeats Bryan Kendrick for 48. Kendrick had a problem with the loss, but actually, if you look at the performances, it makes sense. Dijakovic is doing very, very well and gets a good win here. After the match, though, the lights go out and he's attacked. And no one knows who he's attacked by. It's a mystery. He's got to be carrying cross, but it's a mystery. 17 for that. That's not done as well. Tegan Nox cuts a promo onto Dakota Kai ahead of their match next week. Of course, the tables match between the two of them will be happening next week on NXT. 43 for the promo. Pretty good from Tegan. Next up, Johnny Gargano was in action, defeating Tony Nese in about 15 minutes with a Gargano escape. 63 rated match. Pretty good. Johnny on fire. 65. Tony 46 was pretty good. Gargano made Tony Nese look good as well, which is the main thing. So yeah, really good stuff from both of these. Gargano then cuts a promo wait, before we get there, Gargano kind of used his superior skills to make Tony Nese look particularly strong. The match was better as a result. Johnny Gargano was brilliant. After that, though, there was a promo between Dakota Kai and Tegan Nox. So Dakota cutting a promo on Tegan after Tegan got a promo earlier, of course, next week, as we say. Tables match between the two of them. Big matchup. 44 for the promo from Dakota, which was pretty good. Johnny Gargano then cuts a promo of his own on Keith Lee for 56. So, yeah, pretty good. We're continuing that storyline. Main event time, and it's a 64 rated main event. So not bad. Velveteen Dream defeats Kyle O'Reilly in about 15 minutes. Velveteen 56. Kyle O'Reilly actually outperformed in 58, which is a bit of an annoyance, but it's not bad at all. And then the main event segment 49. Yeah, okay. Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Roderick Strong destroy Velveteen Dream in the ring. The Undisputed Era standing tall, and they spray paint his trunks. Obviously, Velveteen Dream likes not his trunks, his trousers. Velveteen Dream likes his gear. They spray paint Undisputed on the gear. It's got to be quite small, but they do get it in the end. 49, okay. I think it's a pretty good NXT, a 61 rated show, increased our popularity a lot. We did use those two a little bit too much, but if you look at actually a good match, ignore that, but a good match, the promo, yeah, but that was good stuff as well. What I am worried about is Finn Balor. Is Finn Balor injured? It's going to be a problem. Let's have a look at how long he'll be out for. We'll go straight to NXT. Have a look at the news. USA Network are unhappy still. Finn Balor, like we say, injured. So Timothy Thatcher's botch might have cost him. And if we go into medical, we see where is it? Medical, 3 days. So no, that's fine. Finn Balor's out for 3 days. Not a problem. Okay, then the weakest of the 5 shows, it will be NXT UK, but hopefully we can make up for it with some good matches. Of course, we already had announced Tyler Bate versus Noam Dar and an open challenge for the Cruiserweight Championship. We'll get into that, there's issues. We open up with Tyler Bate cutting a promo saying there's a Cruiserweight Championship open challenge. I'm in. I am in. He wants to accept the challenge, and he gets told that he's not able to, as the challenge is for everybody who isn't already booked tonight. And of course, Tyler Bate is already booked against Noam Dar, so he's not allowed to enter the Cruiserweight Open Challenge. 61 for the promo. But it's fine, because Jordan Devlin is challenged by El Ligero. We get El Ligero. He should have a good match, hopefully. 26. And the match itself then, 41. That's pretty good. El Ligero outperforming Jordan Devlin, which is annoying, but it's fine. This was supposed to be for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. In storyline, it still is, but I kind of messed up on the admin of the game. For some reason, the Cruiserweight Championship isn't available for NXT UK. So, yeah, that's fine. We don't need it. Don't worry. It's fine. But the match itself was pretty good. 41, like I was saying. El Ligero getting a performance of 44. It's pretty impressive, actually. After his victory, though, Tyler Bate joins the action and hits the Tyler Driver 97 on Jordan Devlin to really further this feud. Now Devlin has a right to be angry, which will eventually lead to him putting the title on the line against the big, strong boy, Tyler Bate. 45 for that. He's pretty good for this show. Volta cut a promo saying he's very confident he'll get a win against Ilya Dragunov whenever. If Ilya wants a match, whatever. I am Volta. I am the ring general, and I will beat Ilya Dragunov, not a problem. 52 for this. Jason Jordan actually let us down as the road agent, but a pretty good promo from the NXT UK champion there. Meanwhile, the NXT UK women's champion is attacked backstage. Kaylee Ray attacked by Piper Niven. Now, of course, these two, for some reason in the game, are swapped round, so Piper's the heel, Kaylee Ray's the face. We've got to try and get our head around it. But that's what we're going with. The 19 rated segment isn't great. So, yeah. Moving on quickly. Isla Dawn defeated Ginny in 34. Now, Isla's a babyface in this, but we're going to turn her heel. Similar to Finn Balor, I just need her as a heel. It's right, it's correct, but it is what it is. Ginny 37, Isla 25. A 34 rated match is pretty good. We won't turn her yet there. We will turn her here as she attacks Toni Storm, who was ringside. She attacks her and leaves her down in the ring again. We will now handle that changes. Turn her heel. And the gimmick change too. An initial rating of great for the gimmick, which is good. And the turn was a complete success. We've got away with one there, but now Isla Dawn is a heel set to go against Toni Storm. So 31, it's still pretty good. Ilya Dragunov then cut a promo on the champion, NXT UK champion. So they both had a promo in this show saying, yeah, you attacked me last week, and Volta, I understand that you are an absolute beast, but I still stand by my words. I will beat you for the NXT UK Championship. Just watch. 32. Pretty good. Next week then, it's announced that the NXT UK Tag Team Championships will be on the line. Gallus, that's Wolfgang and Mark Coffey, defending the titles against the newly formed Black Country Boys. That's Trent Seven and Dave Mastiff. These two teams will hopefully have a very good match for the tag team titles next week here on NXT UK. Main event time then, and Tyler Bate defeats Noam Dar with the Tyler Driver, 97 for 54. Okay, not bad. Noam Dar's performance was a little bit lower than I expected, but Tyler Bate holds it together with 64-54. Pretty good main event for this type of show. And again, Tyler Bate had a good night. Had a good night. Couldn't get the championship match, sure, but he laid out the champion and won his own match too. So good night for Tyler Bate. And actually a pretty good NXT. We've increased our popularity in 56 regions with a 46 rated show, which doesn't sound great, but for NXT UK and for people who've watched the other episodes, that's pretty damn good. Okay then, final show of the week, and it's Friday Night Smackdown on Fox. We've got a big main event planned, which we're going to set up in the opening segments. That's real Smackdown. That is Smackdown for real. So then we open up with Shinsuke Nakamura and Sami Zayn in the ring, cutting a promo on Bryan and Strowman. Bryan then obviously comes out, starts getting beat up 2-on-1 when the Universal Champion, Braun Strowman comes running out and of course makes the save for 67. Pretty good, and it sets up the big tag team main event, Daniel Bryan and Braun Strowman against Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura for 67. Pretty good. Opening match for 73. That's the best match we've had in the series so far, and it's Roman Reigns defeating Robert Roode in about 15 minutes with a spear. Reigns 76, Roode 54. Really, really good stuff with this. And the idea is that Reigns needs to bounce back from the loss last week. He's furious at Bray Wyatt. He wants Bray Wyatt, but instead he gets Robert Roode today, and he's a little bit more aggressive, and the spear does the trick. Afterwards, he calls out Bray Wyatt, challenges Bray Wyatt for 71. Really good segment again. But of course, Bray Wyatt, there is literally no answer, and Reigns has to leave dejected. Not quite getting Wyatt at the moment. 71 though. Really good start to SmackDown so far. And that's an even better way to carry on. The New Day, and not Kofi Kingston. It's Big E and Xavier Woods cutting a promo on Miz and Morrison. They say, look, 2 weeks ago, you took the tag team titles from Big E and Kofi Kingston. At Money in the Bank, the New Day are cashing in their rematch. Now, I hear a lot of you going, But Kofi's in the Money in the Bank match. Well, yeah. That doesn't mean New Day aren't getting their tag team shot. So I hear you going, well, who's going to replace Kofi? Who? That's right. Xavier Woods is back at the pay-per-view, and it's going to be Big E and Xavier Woods versus Miz and Morrison for the tag team titles at Money in the Bank. 72 for the interview, and then we officially announced the match for 52, and there's the fancy graphic. It's Big E, Xavier Woods against Miz and Morrison for SmackDown tag team titles at Money in the Bank. Should be a good one, that. Money in the Bank women's qualifying match here. Sonya Deville defeats Nikki Cross in about 7 minutes. Short match, but they did quite well. Nikki 59, Sonya 46 was pretty good. And Sonya has now qualified for the Money in the Bank match. There's one more shot available when Alexa Bliss takes on Mandy Rose tonight. So we will get to fill that card out. Otis cut a promo on Dolph Ziggler for 62. A really good promo by Otis, saying that last week he cost him the Money in the Bank shots, and so next time he gets his hands on Dolph Ziggler, he is going to cost him his whole career. He's going to cost him everything. Otis is furious and starts showing a bit of an aggressive side, which is good. 62 for the promo, and then it is announced that the next time Otis will get his hands on Dolph Ziggler is at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. These two rivals will go one-on-one. Otis versus Dolph Ziggler at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Should be a good one, that. Alexa Bliss cut a promo hyping up the match against Mandy Rose for 64. Bliss did well off script, which is good. But also one thing I wanted to put in here, I haven't put it in obviously in the game, but for you guys at home, it's more Alexa Bliss watched Nikki Cross lose earlier, and they watched that they haven't really been booked. The women's tag team title seems to be going nowhere, and the Bliss is starting to question whether being tag team champion, being in the tag team with Nikki Cross, is the best thing for her career. And that'll play into the match now against Mandy Rose. 64 for a good promo. Daniel Bryan then cut a promo as we come back from a break for 76. Really good promo from Bryan on Sami Zayn. boosting the match tonight. And of course, the match at the pay-per-view between Bryan and Zayn. Really good promo. Kofi Kingston was in action. He's qualified for the Money in the Bank, as we saw. And he defeats King Corbin in about 9 minutes. So really, really good stuff. Good win for Kofi. 69 from Kofi. King Corbin 64. So a 67 rated match. Really good match. This has been our best show of the series so far. It's really, really good. Kofi got some momentum going into Money in the Bank. And he cuts a promo on Sheamus all the way through. And he sorted out that Xavier Woods thing. I think I can change their chemistry because it's just wrong. Kofi and Xavier Woods have no chemistry apparently. I'm pretty sure I can change it, so I will. 64 for the promo though is really good. And then finally, the final Money in the Bank slot is filled, and that is Mandy Rose. She is in the match, in the women's Money in the Bank match. She defeats Alexa Bliss. 53 from Mandy, 59 from Alexa. Makes a 61 match. These two have helped each other. Otis was at ringside too, which helps. And we can now reveal the card, reveal the graphic. There it is. The Money in the Bank women's match will be Shayna Baszler versus Natalya versus Asuka versus Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville versus Sasha Banks. One of those 6 women will walk away with the briefcase and a title opportunity whenever they like. One woman who may be affected by that match is Bayley, the women's champion over on Smackdown. She cut a promo on Carmella of 44. Those two will go at it at the championship. They will go at it for the championship at the pay-per-view. And it's a 44 rated promo here. Carmella was in action next against Sasha Banks and defeated the boss with a 53 rated performance, 54 from Carmella, 63 from Sasha. You kind of expected better. Bayley got involved in the finish and accidentally hit Sasha Banks going in to the finish. So yeah, that's fine. What do we lose on there? Which is in low storyline heat, I guess, is fine, but that will help to improve it. 53, good stuff. Shinsuke Nakamura cut a promo on Braun Strowman for 65 ahead of the main event. Nakamura did well off script, which is interesting. The main event then, after their stuff throughout the show, I'm expecting a really good match, possibly better than Reigns and Roode. It's Bryan and Strowman against Nakamura and Zayn. And it's a 71 rated match, so I don't think it's quite better than Reigns. We'll have a look in a minute because I forgot what it was. But still a very good match. Braun 69, Bryan 80, Nakamura 69, Zayn 59. Bryan really carrying the match, which is good. Zayn was the weak link, interestingly, but that's fine. Braun Strowman, the Universal Champion, he did again there, pinned the Intercontinental Champion. We'll say he hit the Power Slam or whatever, but it's basically a feel-good match. The faces look good, and we end SmackDown with Daniel Bryan and Braun Strowman celebrating on a corner each. So I'm hoping this is a really good show rating, actually. A 71, really good. We've still lost popularity, but still a really good show for what we've been doing. Really good. I mean, when the lowest thing on the show is, I'm looking at that 44, the Bayley promo, and it's that 44. I will take that all day long. What a good way to end the episode. That really, really good. You're being rude. Damn phone. I should really put it on silent, but it's fine. Really, really good end to the show. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end to the episode, and a really, really good episode. Like we say, in the end, it got better and better and better, and we are really ramping this up now towards Money in the Bank. Next week, then we'll have the final week. The 5 shows, Raw, main event, NXT, NXT UK and Smackdown. Before next Sunday, it's a special. It's the pay-per-view on its own, Money in the Bank. So you'll have 2 episodes of this next week. Ain't you a lucky, 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 lucky lot. It's going to be hopefully a good show, and we'll run through that. Got graphics made up. Hopefully it'll be really good. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel for more of this absolute nonsense that you seem to enjoy. Until next time, peace.